Hi guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So in this video I'm going to be looking at templates that I've received for these games on the Spectrum from Retrogames. I am absolutely over the moon that one of our viewers has kindly sent these as samples, and I'll show you where you can actually order these to play these three games. There's also more on the website which I'll leave a link to. But anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at these templates. They really are fantastic stuff. Okay guys, so in my review video I did mention that ideally we need sort of templates for the Spectrum to play some of these games, especially Lords of Midnight, which you can see there's a lot of different commands for the keyboard and it is very difficult to remember all of them. And one of our viewers has kindly sent us some samples, and he has an eBay page and he has quite a few different games that you can use these templates for, and they fit perfectly on the Spectrum. There's Ant Attack, Elite and Lords of Midnight here, and I was absolutely over the moon, so thanks very much for sending them to me. So if you can see here, they fit perfectly over the keyboard, and you can now see that all the commands that you need are in the game, which is brilliant. It does make playing the game so much easier without having to constantly refer to the manual or some other sort of something at the side of your computer as you're trying to play here. But wow, I was absolutely overwhelmed and over the moon, and I'm amazed how well these actually work. But I'll have a little look at Lords of Midnight in a minute, but let's have a look at the other templates as well so you can see what else we have. We've also got Ant Attack, which fits nicely over the keyboard too, and all the controls are there. And as I mentioned in the review video, I knew there was buttons that you use to change the camera views, which are over here, and then you can move the character, jump and move forward, turn left and right down here, throw, close. Now it's not obviously that necessary to have the Ant Attack template, but it is quite nice to have, and I would definitely love to see more of these for loads of different games. We also have Elite. Now this one is definitely much needed. Let's have a look at that. If we put it over the actual keyboard, they just slot in perfectly nice, and you can see there's so many different controls for Elite. Absolutely mind-blowing, and this makes playing the game so much easier. Obviously it's still pretty complicated because there's a lot of different things you can do in Elite there, but wow, incredible. So you see all the character names that you can choose between. You've got your move button up here, obviously all the northeast buttons are up the top, and you've got your night button, think, new game, save. I don't think the save option actually works, to be honest, I never noticed that. But you've got select, yes and no buttons. Crazy that that wasn't Y and N, but anyway, that's basically what it is in the game. That's nothing to do with the template, but yeah, I am very impressed. So no doubt having these templates on here make the game a heck of a lot more accessible, and without having to refer to constant guides or somewhere else, maybe like some kind of document in front of you. Having that template on the actual keyboard makes a massive difference. Now I'm not an expert in this game at all, but it's definitely making playing this game very intriguing, and I'm looking forward to getting stuck in more. I'm not sure if you can fast forward the night function. I'm assuming you can. It basically just takes a few seconds. I'm not really sure if there is an option to skip past it, but it takes maybe 30 seconds or so to actually give you the option. Do you want the dawn? And then you obviously press G for yes. Not really sure what happens if you click no. Maybe it goes on for another 30 seconds or a minute. So let's move. Well, we've got to fight these now. Fight the wolves. And here we go. Ooh, we've got little goblins. Yeah. And obviously you can switch between the different characters just as well, which is cool. Clearly I have no idea what I'm actually doing, guys, but I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I can play this game with ease now, and now that I understand that all the buttons, it makes it so much easier. The ice sphere is mild. What does that mean? I don't know. Yeah, I think we have to have night again. Anyway guys, let's move on to the next game, which will be Ant Attack. So they're pretty straightforward just to change over, and they sit on the keyboard absolutely perfectly. Now you don't necessarily need the anti-attack template because you can play the game fine with the keyboard. There's not an awful lot of buttons, but it definitely helps me remember what the buttons are. I have been actually playing with the gamepad, but it's probably a lot easier to just use the keyboard, given the fact you need more buttons for the camera views as well. Does it really matter what you go girl or boy? Not sure. Oh, I really should use my weapons though, shouldn't I? There we go. Probably just about escaped that. Yeah, this is great fun. The probably playing with the keyboard is probably a lot easier than playing with the gamepad. It just seems right. It's obviously meant for that. Let's see, probably need to. Yeah, I got rid of most of them there, didn't I? Yay! Oh, there's more. Do they just keep on coming? Excellent. How good is this game? It does make some difference once you know what you're doing and what the buttons are to actually play these games how they're meant to be played. I can see why people get so much out of these games, why they're so much fun. But anyway guys, let's move on to the other game, which will be Elite. So again, easy peasy just to sort of change the templates over. Look at the amount of controls there. Now I'm not going to do this game justice at all, but anyway, let's put the template on. I'm most likely going to have to refer to the keyboard rather than looking what's happening on the screen, but let's get playing Elite. Now, I've not played the home computer version of Elite very much at all, probably because it was quite complicated. I have played Elite Dangerous on the Xbox and I absolutely loved it, but it was very in-depth. Find a planet, roll left, look at that, roll right, there we go. Status, prices, inventory, system data, local chart. Wow, this is so cool. Galactic chart. This is insane. Never realised this game was so in depth. Find a planet. I have no idea. I can't really see what my DISO. Can we travel to it now? Yeah, I think I'm going somewhere. Yeah, I think I've done something there, definitely. Okay, that's quite cool. Wow. Don't think I've got any missiles, so I've obviously not got any weapons of such. Let me see. I don't think got something. Ooh. Anyway guys, there's no doubt these templates are fantastic and hopefully you'll give a lot more enjoyment and make these games a lot simpler to actually understand and play. I think there's no way you can play some of these games with ease without these templates. They are absolutely fantastic. Okay guys, so here is the eBay sort of shop front, and I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in purchasing any of these overlays. This is the Lords of Midnight keyboard overlay for the ZX Spectrum or this Spectrum. It will work for either or, and they're only £5.50. I think that's actually really reasonable. And they're 3D printed with high quality PLA using a low layer count to keep them thin, but ensure they are both flexible and strong, and they do feel nice and strong. I don't think you'll sort of tear them anytime soon. Obviously you still have to be careful with these things, but they seem sturdy enough and it's made from a really good material as far as I could tell. But this is the Lord of Midnight version. £5.50 seems extremely reasonable, and you can see the other picture, they basically bend all the way around. They are very flexible. I am really impressed with these. I think £5.50 is actually pretty decent for what they are. Let's have a look at some of the other templates that are available. Obviously you've got the Elite one as well. You've got two different colours. You've also got a gold red version, which is really nice. You've got one for school days. There's not really an awful lot of keys there. I guess you could basically get a template for any game. I'm sure you could maybe even request a specific game as well. I'm sure it wouldn't be too much of a hassle to actually change the sort of text round depending on what game you're looking for. Doom Dark's Revenge and Attack that we've just looked at. Back to School again. and the Elite one with the gold and green instead. And that's it. There's only a few on the shop front, but there's plenty available if you're interested. Again, I'll leave a link in the description. I think they're absolutely fantastic. Certainly makes playing Lords of Midnight and especially Elite a lot easier to actually play, and I'm thoroughly chuffed to bits that they sent me some. I'm absolutely over the moon. Thanks very much for that. Really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you again next one. Bye for now.